It's 7:51. It's time for today's News Extra, and brought to you by Gering Civic Center. And here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. Our guest today is Michelle Beanie. She is a membership manager for the Air Medcare Network, and she's going to tell us today about a very special service that she offers that can save you a lot of money in an emergency situation. So first of all, welcome, Michelle. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right. So tell us about, first of all, the Air Medcare Network and what you offer.
Okay, well, Air Medcare Network is a group of air medical providers, air ambulance, helicopters, fixed-wing planes, and we have a membership program that means when you're a member with us, if you or anyone in your household has to fly for a medical emergency, as a member, you have no out-of-pocket expense for that flight. And that's huge because flight costs on average across the country are about $25,000 a flight. In our area, a lot of times it's higher simply because we have further to go.
Yeah, that's true. Because a lot of times, if something's going to happen to you, you're on your way home from an event in Denver or Lincoln or somewhere else, and that's when the problem occurs, right?
Well, there are a lot of accidents that happen. We can transport you from the scene of an accident to a hospital. There are medical emergencies where you need transport hospital to hospital. Maybe you get flown to, say, Regional West to be stabilized, then you're moved on to a heart center or burn center. There are a lot of different scenarios. And we're so lucky in the Panhandle that we have both a helicopter that can fly scene to scene, hospital to hospital, and a fixed wing that can fly virtually coast to coast.
Yeah. So it's very nice. So, all right. So how much is the cost for this particular service and membership program?
Well, that's the good news. At $65 a year, you can protect everyone in your home against a flight cost like $25,000 or more. So for $65 annually, you can protect your family and not have to worry about having any out-of-pocket expense if you're flown for a medical emergency. And Kevin, that doesn't mean one flight. It means if you need 3 or 4 flights in the year or more than one person in your household has to fly, your membership covers it all.
Yeah, $65. And there's discounts available too, right?
There are some discounts available. Different organizations in the Panhandle have signed agreements with us to provide discounts to their members. So I really recommend that folks that are interested in membership give me a call at 641-7833 to find out if you're eligible for a discount.
All right. 641-7833 is her number. Can they call this toll-free corporate membership office too?
You can call that number to get enrolled. However, they are not going to know all the different discounts that are available. So, I do recommend people call me first, and then you can enroll online at the corporate number, or you can go to airmedcarenetwork.com and enroll online as well.
All right. Very good. All right. We'll talk more about it right after this.
The next generation of virtual meetings is arriving at the Civic Center. Boost your productivity by meeting with multiple locations at one time and have less travel expense. With the Polycom video system, you work visually in HD, allowing a rich learning experience. With no freezing of picture and a great sound system, your speaker can be off-site and have human interaction. Call 436-6888 or visit www.geringciviccenter.com. The Gering Civic Center, true inspiration.
On News Extra this morning, this Monday, we're telling you about a way you can save a lot of money if you happen to be in one of those serious accidents and need flight service to a hospital or even being transferred from one hospital to another. Michelle Beanie is here with the Air Medcare Network, and she's talking about a service for just $65 annually if you have to have one of those flights and fly you somewhere on an emergency situation. For $65 annually, no out-of-pocket expenses. And normally, even if your insurance does cover some of this, it's still a pretty penny out of your pocket, right?
Yes, it is. There are very few insurance companies that cover all the flight cost. A lot of them have caps on how much they'll pay. Some have caps on what kind of flight they'll pay. So it's really, it's really up in the air what your insurance is going to pay. But for most folks, they're still out $10,000 or more on a flight.
All right. Your business, AirMed Care Network, has been around for a long time, right?
Since 1985, we started in West Plains, Missouri with a single helicopter and have since grown to over 200 helicopters and planes in over 28 states. So we're here to stay.
All right, no question about it. And 1.5 million members?
That's right.
That's a lot of members.
1.5 million members.
It's a lot of members. Now, you mentioned all these helicopters and planes. So, for example, if you were not even in this area, you went on vacation, you traveled somewhere.
Right.
Say to the East Coast.
Okay.
All right, and you had an accident. And you had to be transferred by a helicopter or a plane out there. It would cover you there too?
If you're on an AirMed Care Network aircraft, your flight will be covered no matter where you're starting from, where you're going to. If you're on one of our aircraft, your membership takes care of the bill for you.
All right, and there's a lot of your helicopters and planes throughout the country, obviously,
yep.
right?
Yep. Like I said, I think we have around 220 to 230 aircraft right now in 28 states. So you've got more coverage with our network than any other air ambulance provider of this kind in the country.
All right. So give them the number again for folks to get involved in this, and they're probably maybe talking about it right now at home around the breakfast table and say, hey, for $65 annually, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's a very good thing to do. Very smart. My number is 308-641-7833, and I welcome your call with questions.
All right. Very good. Thanks for coming in, Michelle. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.